Watch random starts, and we are live for the first ever match in this Winter Champions Cup, hosted by Fortune Scales, run by Fortune Scales, sponsored by Fortune Scales and Chris05. The first match we have for today is Gino and Pizzaguru, which are colors will be same throughout the entire series, thanks to what do you call it, Devil's new updates. So Gino in orange, Pizzaguru in purple, got Path in green, and blue is Wenchao. So we're going corners here in a Captains of Siberia match. Gino and Pizzaguru obviously sort of veteran players in the game. Oh, there you are, Demo. Yeah, Gino and Pizzaguru. Gino obviously being the pro player, and Pizzaguru being sort of the very, very good intermediate player. I wouldn't say he's pro, but he's a very, very good intermediate player. I think some might call him the old school pro as well. Path, obviously, everyone knows and loves Path. Wenchao is a name that we haven't really seen in this space, so this is kind of the first time that we're gonna see him. Path immediately is saying to go 0 and going a drone.
Beacon detected.
But Wenchao seems to be not paying attention that he gets the drone out of the way from those two rhinos after a ping from Path. So we got one miner here from Pizzaguru. So Gino's going one miner as well. So Wenchao going 0, right? That's throttled by Path. He's gonna have to deal with the double here, Pizzaguru. Let's see what the Gino can try to capitalize anything on that. Wenchao just ignoring tank controller and diving straight in. Sentry guns coming out now from Gino, going to his bottom left. Not much damage done there. Wenchao, he needs to reconcile his tanks and be a little bit wary of some tank control there. He's on 2 miners. He needs another refinery before anything can happen. Path going AFC. Some 2 rhinos already out for Gino. And Path putting on the pressure on Pizzaguru here, trying to take out his miner while Pizzaguru is occupied onto the right side. So it's not a miner. And pushes the other one off. 2 AFK miners there does start to move. And Gino putting on the pressure on Path here at the moment. Wenchao again trying to put some pressure on Pizzaguru. But Path is quick to react, going bottom left. And he can almost get the miner out. Yeah, Path is 2v1ing as ally right now. Yeah, he's getting hit in the back by Gino. I would love to think that Gino could probably do a little bit more damage here. Yeah, he has 4 rhinos in the field, just pressuring on Wenchao at the moment and reinforcing bottom left. The 2 flag there just get thrown out the way. That's what's around now from Gino to defend in his own base. Wenchao still keeping out the pressure. Gino just tracking back. Path now knocking on Gino's door. No flag cannons in sight or flag tracks, but the Dassos are there to help with the Grizzlies. Reinforcements are here. Half of Gino's side going straight to the Path base. And Gino defending while the flag cannon finally comes up. The fight between Pizzaguru and Wenchao is still going on here. But Gino finally backdoor is going to take out the AFC to relieve any pressure of Rocketeers. Pizzaguru comes back in Path's base to defend. To help him actually, sorry. And sort of double up on the miner there. Wenchao retreating from the fight. Now Path is getting 2v1 here. Can Wenchao do anything to help? He is targeting the miners. Wenchao doing actually a pretty good job here in keeping out the pressure. Unfortunately, his miners are AFK. And a long distance mining. Path can only hold on for so long. Wenchao needs to do some damage here. He's going for the miners. Just one out of the way, but unfortunately with the miner fodder there, he cannot win that fight. Path obviously busy defending. A 2v1 was not in a position to help Wenchao at all. And now Pizzaguru can launch the counter back here. Have forced to sell the MCV. What can Wenchao do here? He's on 5 miners. About 2k in the bank, but no Rhino is coming out from the War Factory. After just defending from Gino, a Deso comes out to deal with the power drops. Pizzaguru is still keeping under pressure on Wenchao. Wenchao getting miners out. Drones, sorry, not miners out. Getting his miners out of the way. Trying to get some drones to defend. The racks goes down. No more Rocketeers from Path. Wenchao forces to sell on the MCV to get some money out of the way. And the final Rhino from Pizzaguru in his base goes down, but Path goes GG. And Wenchao is the final remaining member of his team. Wenchao not really understanding what's happening there, saying GG. But that's the lack of awareness there from Wenchao, or the lack of experience in a 2v2 setting, which is not necessarily the worst thing ever. We all start from somewhere, so I'm not really gonna berate someone for not being really good. But I will, however, say that they could have done something a little bit better. It's all about critique, my friend. Actually, Wenchao did pretty good for someone who has not really experienced in competitions. And someone not really experienced in a 2v2 world. He did well to keep out the pressure on Pizzaguru. Ultimately, that was the only person that he kind of put pressure on. There was no horizontal movements from bottom right to top right, from Wenchao to Gino. Yeah, but the way Path just held up a 2v1 as allied, man, is fucking ridiculous. This is why Path is a master at 2v2s. So Pizzaguru top left, Path top right, Gino bottom right, and Wenchao on the bottom left. Yeah, from what I tested, the false random starts should force them to spawn wherever, despite the colors, because sometimes we know that certain colors spawn together, so on and so forth. But I don't want to risk it, so I'll go random colors after this. No comment. Nah, it's alright to critique, I'd say, but it's not right to sort of insult in a way. That's why I think a lot of players in the community are really toxic. People consider hard to see on the minimap. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll probably change it to a brighter one. So Gino going 0 there. Really putting on the pressure. Pizzaguru going 1. Path going 1 as well. Wenchao going 1 as well. That drone sitting in base, not doing much. Gino gonna keep out the pressure. And it's gonna be the first one to engage on Wenchao, but Path is in his backyard. Gino going another mine out of the War Factory there after a couple of Grizzlies. Yep, Path just sold his MCV. Path 100% just sold his MCV. Gets the money after 4 miners are out, and he's sending Grizzlies immediately down to bottom right. Pizzaguru needs to be aware of this and start putting some pressure onto top right. But Gino is already in Wenchao's base. Wenchao not really doing any tank control there. Path backdooring Wenchao. Backdooring Gino, sorry. What is Pizzaguru doing? He is only just starting to move down to top right. He needs to do some damage on Path here. At least get that AFC or that War Factory up. Looks like Gino can defend that comfortably. And Pizzaguru here, what is his target? He's gonna go for the Grizzlies, unfortunately. Not really much tank control there. At the same time, Wenchao is not really doing much. he is being pressured by Gino constantly. And the refinery at the top goes down for Pav, but he still has one more down at the bottom. You don't still have a hefty number of Grizzlies. 3 miners up. Pizzaguru on 3 minus as well, 1 single war factory. Wenchao is on 5 minus. Yeah, and Pav just saying Wenchao to pressure down in bottom right, now that Gino is in his face. Wenchao does not listen and is gonna continue engaging Pizzaguru here. So no backdooring just yet. I think he just doesn't want to go bottom right now because the Pizzaguru backdoor is... the option is there for him to backdoor, and so Wenchao doesn't want to take that fight that he knows he'll lose. He takes it anyway, loses all of his rhinos, more in base for reinforcements, but can't do much. I'm not sure whether Wenchao missed that message or he just doesn't want to take the risk of Pizzaguru backdooring him here. Gino still keeping up the pressure on Path. 2 ally players going at it. The backdoor power drop from Gino there gonna hit the war factory and force it to sell. Pizzaguru and Wenchao still going at it, along with Path and Gino. Path now sending his tanks down to the top left hand side of the map. It looks like Path will have to play around Wenchao here instead of the other way around. Path is now broke. He is starting to backdoor here. What is Gino doing? He's still sitting in base, trying to deal with a power drop there. Minus will go down for Pizzaguru. And Gino finally sees that his ally is in danger. Goes in for Path. But the Rocketeers from Gino are doing a fuck ton of damage here, getting rid of everything from Wenchao. Flat cannon finally comes up, but there's no power for it. No power for it, and Pizzaguru, Gino will easily backdoor Path now. Wenchao has nothing. He is out of the game, but he's not out just yet. He will stay on as fodder whenever he can. Path now sending Rocketeers onto the bottom left to help him whenever he can, but that is unrealistic. Pizzaguru still hanging around his base. He should be putting some pressure on Path here, helping Gino a little bit. There you go. Now he's moving with the power drop from Gino. And Wenchao using whatever he has left to push forward. He does remake a refinery, so he can rebuild. But what can Pav do here against Gino with the Rocketeers? Not much when he is not producing anything. Pav calls it GG. And that is a second point towards Gino and Pizzaguru. Wenchao still can rebuild, but Gino is about to be in his face in a couple seconds here. So the fault in that game was definitely Wenchao could have done a little bit more better in communicating with his team a little bit more. So the chemistry is not there from both of them. The chemistry is definitely missing. Path asking him to go bottom right, but he chose to stay on Pizzaguru's side of the map, which might have been because he didn't want to risk the backdoor from Pizzaguru. But it is a little bit fortunate. I'm gonna go random colors here. So Wenchao is very good. Wait, because his name is Chinese. Bulldog. No, Wenchao is a new, sort of a newer player to the competitive scene. Teams are green and orange. Green and orange, top left and bottom right. And let's see whether I can do anything here. I'm not sure whether Wenchao and Pav actually played any games together. I don't think they have. I definitely don't think they have played any games with each other. Yeah, the song was from Lorella 3.
Beacon detected.
What was that thing? Yeah, Pizzaguru on the left, Gino top, Wenchao on the right. Pav standing down bottom. So Pav just trying to help Wenchao a little bit here, starting him to press along the top. I think they might double up Gino here. So going 0, make a drone. And then pressing up on Gino. So there's the AFC before the War Factory. Wenchao makes a drone. Gino goes with a flag there, so Wenchao should be at least droning that flag whenever he can. Pizzaguru here goes 0 and goes 2 runners straight out the bats. Wenchao not really pressuring top, he's just sitting there. The drone gets wasted. And the flag is now out from Pizzaguru. The Gino going 0 as well. He went 2 flag and 2 rhinos. The drone gets into Wenchao's miner. That's gonna be hard to deal with for sure. Yeah, Pizzaguru is ready on 2 miners and a good start here. Wenchao has to repair his miner. Pulls away from the cliff there in the nick of time. Yeah, Pav can definitely take Wenchao alone. Sorry, can take Pizzaguru alone. Yeah, this is where the sort of chemistry from Pav and Wenchao aren't really there because they haven't really played together as much, or even at all. I'm not too sure about that. So obviously, a crucial part in any 2v2 match is the communication and winning your individual fights. And Wenchao is taking a fight there, suiciding his tanks in Gino's ball of rhinos, which is definitely what you don't want your teammate to see. You don't want to take a fight when you're out tank for sure. Yeah, Pav putting a lot of pressure on Pizzaguru here. Pizzaguru having to track back just to deal with that. He might lose 1 miner. He does lose a miner. And I think Gino will have it pretty easy here to take care of Wenchao. He's broke and his miners, he's not pulling the miners back. No sentry guns either. Pav realizes that and goes to backdoor Gino, buying Wenchao some time to sort of rebuild. He's gonna take 1 miner away. Pizzaguru on the other hand is gonna backdoor Pav at the same time. This is how a team should work here, Gino and Pizzaguru. Having the map awareness to and know to see what your ally is up to, whether he's being attacked. Pav going towards Pizzaguru's base now to backdoor him while he's busy in their own base defending with the GIs. Gonna take out the MCV and the War Factory. Pizzaguru is out of this game except for the 4 rhinos. Pav still has 2 miners on the field.
Our ally is under attack.
Wenchao does not have a refinery and he is broke. See how Pav defends this with the GIs. His War Factory goes down though, and Gino is now back up and running. It's after expanding the MCV to the top right hand side of the map. Wenchao sells the War Factory for a refinery. And those GIs just pushing Pizzaguru away. So it's all down to Pav now. It is all down to Paffy. See whether he can pull out a clutch from this. The good thing is that Pizzaguru is technically out of the game except for maybe 1 single rhino that he has down on the bottom left hand side of the map. So if Wenchao can just pull Gino's attention away, Pav might be able to do some huge damage here. Unfortunately, he doesn't micro his miner away to run away from that rhino. I'm gonna try and take out Pizzaguru here, knowing that the Tesla Troopers can be actually pretty detrimental. He opts for the miners instead, so they won't have any money for it. But the 1 singular rhino from Pizzaguru actually still doing a lot of work here. Forces the sell on the MCV from Pav. And Wenchao is out of the game again. No money, no miners. And the 1 single rhino still harassing the hell out of Pav. I was gonna take out Gino's MCV here. Gino comes to the rescue. The 1 single rhino is still there. Pav using his Rocketeers to deal with it. Pav carrying the team to the heavens. Pizzaguru walking his Tesla troopers all the way down here to his path base, trying to take him out fully. Wenchao using his Connies to the best of their abilities. The Paratrop now coming in. Deso is there to help from Gino. And Pav now trying to do a Frankian, trying to move with his Paradrops and deploy them to use as a lot of cover. Which is what he does there exactly. But unfortunately the Desolator is there as the absolute perfect combo and counter to those. And obviously Pav selling his war. I think his MCB does not have a pillbox to deal with this. The rockets are far away from his base. And the Warpatcher goes down. And that is it for Team Wenchao and Pav. Gino is going to be coming up in the back alley to take care of Pav once and for all. That was why Pav wanted to take out the barracks at the start there. He didn't want any backdoors happening with the infantry, which is exactly what happened. And Wenchao can only do so much with Connies as his final stand.
Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, say Pav does still have a couple units on the field. And if he can micro his miners as fodder, he could probably do some damage, but he does not. Pav drop back in Gino's base. Gonna try to do some damage. All that's left is a pillbox and a refinery from Pav. And two of his final grizzlies go down.
Player defeated.
And Pav has been defeated.
Player defeated.
Pav has been playing really well. Absolutely well. To handle this 2v1. And trying to play around sort of Wenchao's playstyle whenever he can. Colors are purple and teal. Purple and teal corners once again. Interesting. Are the guys still playing Among Us? Yes, they are. Funny. Anyway, purple and teal. Wenchao is on the bottom right hand side. Pav is on the top left. It's gonna be hard for Pav to try and 2v1 while he try to carry on this map particularly. It is a map he's very familiar with, so he can abuse that sort of lateral paths towards Gino. And he has gone Soviets. Just something that he rarely does. Actually, not never, but rarely does, yeah. So no info out of Pav just yet. There was no message going 0 or going 1 or 2. Pav does go a drone though, going 0. Double drone out. Gino goes 0 as well, goes for the AFC and double grizzly. It looks like Wenchao is going another miner. Yep, he is. It's gonna be the very bad time here with Gino. Gonna be able to dump the gems before going in. Sentry got run up from Pav to try and help him here, but Gino is on his ass. Gets one miner out of the way. Pav just going over to backdoor Gino now. Not sure you want to attack with your miners there, Wenchao. Another refinery comes up. The two rockets are still intact, but they have to track back now. Because Pav is backdooring, but now Pizzaguru is not backdooring Pav to this picture. Not perfect, but it's a good play from Pizzaguru here, knowing that his ally is getting attacked, so he has an opportunity to backdoor Pav here. The main carrier of the other team. Wenchao rebuilt, still on one miner. He's gonna go broke. He is broke. He's gonna have to sell the refinery when it's not being used. Pav just defending his own base pretty well there. Gino not really putting out the pressure, but just kind of reminding Wenchao that he is there. Still let out one singular miner. He has not rebuilt another miner here, Wenchao. But Gino's power drop along the top left. Pav is gonna send a miner to deal with those, and the Rhino is just gonna come in and target the final Rhino from Pav. Pav calls GG. You can't survive any more of that.
Player defeated.
Now it's all down to Wenchao, the final man of the team. He's rebuilt his 2 miners, but he's not gonna stay there any longer. 4-0 match points. Alright, South Pacific left is right. Let's go. Pizzaguru went random, I just realized. That's funny. Alright, he's still soft. The Pav and Gino are gonna start along top. So the good thing on this map is that Pav can definitely help Pizzaguru. Pav can help Wenchao if, let's say, he does get overwhelmed. This is where being on voice can actually help a little bit. If you want to launch any coordinated attacks. Yeah, Pav's gonna take the airport. Obviously because he's allied. I think Gino is gonna take the airport as well. Going 0. This Pav. Or Pav telling him to go 0. Wenchao haven't captured his oil yet. In the garrison that building, Pav is telling him to rush. Obviously on a map like this, when you have gems and oil behind you, you can't afford to rush a little bit here. Gino already with an AFC out. Pizzaguru with a nice build down to its mid. I think their best bet here is probably to double up on Gino. Get him out of the game, and then they can do some damage doubling on Pizzaguru. There comes the rush from Wenchao. How is he gonna go up against 2 tanks with fodder? In a chasing kind of scenario, that is not a good thing. And it's a very hard thing to do, actually, trying to double up with fodder when you're getting chased. Gino now with a couple of grizzlies. Pizzaguru trying to keep out the pressure again. Wenchao went 1 miner there? I think he went 1 miner. Pav coming in to help. Countering Pizzaguru here, but he can't do much realistically. The rockets from Gino doing a lot of damage here. It's hard to tell Tio from green, but absolutely everything's going down now. Wenchao 3 rhinos compared to Pizzaguru's 5. Hydra coming in from the bottom right, not really doing much. Pav stuck in his own base trying to defend. Now Gino and Pizzaguru with a hefty number of tanks here. Wenchao still hasn't grabbed his oil yet. Now Gino and Pizzaguru can just double up here. They're gonna split ways. Pizzaguru can take Wenchao now. He doesn't have the rhino numbers or the eco to keep up here. And the power drop on the airport is gonna take it up pretty easily. Gino now knocking on Pav's door. War factory goes down for Wenchao. No rhinos, no sentry guns. He is broke and unable to defend himself. Power drop from Pav, finally making a move now. Pav sells his MCV as a final ditch effort to get some money.
Our ally is under attack.
And the power drop almost gets that war factory actually. But another power drop coming in forces the sound that refinery. Gino has another refinery available.
Our ally is under
And basically just wiping out Wenchao there. And Pav calling GG. I don't think he can keep up with this 2v1. And that is it. 5-0. Yeah, Pav immediately just leaving there. Yeah, Wenchao is a new player to the scene, so I'm not gonna give him too much shit, you know? Critique is the right word.